operationally, there's a lot of talk about EOS by Gino Wickman and and stuff like that. I'm assuming that you come in and you help them to implement some sort of operating system to give them structure and as they pursue that growth. Are you dialing into a well-known system, or did you kind of come up with your own, or am I completely wrong in my assumption that that's even what you're doing?
I'll take this from a process standpoint. I'm familiar with EOS and the other operating systems. They all provide a really strong framework. What I deal with is agnostic to that. If someone has EOS and wants to do it, I can help them if they have another system. The bottom line is that you have to understand what you are creating, the service, the product, how it's created, how you measure all of the different KPIs and what you do with them. And so if you have someone who has implemented an operating system like EOS, you can take that, hopefully use some of the technical expertise of implementers and adapt that to their firm. A lot of times attorneys will come and they don't have anything written down or in a system. And it can be as simple as taking a matter that you do and writing out the steps on a yellow legal pad. Some folks still like to do that. One great example is
What's a
your
yellow
engagement.
legal pad?
Yellow legal pads, man, they're still out there. And one great example, see, John's got one. One great example of that is engagement. What are you doing when a client comes in? When are you talking to them? What information are you getting? How are you deciding to take the case? When you take a case, how are you putting it into your system? How are you then responding? What are you doing as far as disclosures? I've seen many firms, smaller firms, that have 5 or 6 different engagement processes depending on the attorney. And that means that the people doing that, whether it's the attorney, the paralegal, the legal assistant, all have to know something different. And I encourage folks to figure out what that is, find one approach to it, do it really well, memorialize it, and train on it. Now, do you need EOS to do that? No. If you have it, can you incorporate it? Great. Is it something that's in other case management systems? Absolutely. But you've got to figure out what it is. You've got to record it, and then you probably should track on it. How long are we taking to get that engagement letter out? What are we doing afterwards? Those are all things that when you start to think of them, you start to write them down, you start to get in that mindset of running a business rather than just performing the craft of being a lawyer.